I have not shared this footage on the internet ever, and I think it's time that I can share this experience that I went through. So, for some context before we get into it, this video may be sensitive to some people. Obviously we are going to be discussing pregnancy, miscarriage, loss. It is so crazy to see this footage though, because I have not watched it since I filmed it. I filmed it and immediately put it on my computer and then never did anything with it, but there is a bunch of different files from different dates, so I'm going to show all that stuff and kind of go through it as best as I can. But this is part of my journey, and this happened shortly after my very first miscarriage, which was a completely different experience than this one. I don't really have any footage or anything from that because I honestly took my first pregnancy test I had ever taken in my life, and it said pregnant, and I wasn't expecting that. I didn't have the camera going. I was like, oh my god, what? And so it happened. But unfortunately it did not end the way that we wanted it to, and that was in 2022, the end of 2022, from October to December. And this footage takes off right after the new year, so in January. I'm going to put in as much of the vlog footage stuff that I have. I just want people to know that they're not alone, and it took me 2 years, over 2 years, to share this footage with you guys, so I just wanted to be able to share it. Thank you. I just took another pregnancy test, and I swear I see a super faint second line. I don't even think it's gonna come through on camera. Oh my gosh. Why is this happening to me? It's like super faint. Oh my god, you guys can't even see it on camera. I swear I see it though, and it's right there, and it's like faint pink. I don't know how to, if you guys can see it. It's so faint. I swear to god there's a line there. I don't know. This is weird, because I've taken so many of these and them be negative. And I've never ever seen the faintest line there, and I swear there's a line. Nervous, but here we go again. I took that one. Oh my god. This is the only type of test I took when I was pregnant the first time. Oh my gosh. I drank so much water. Oh my gosh. Alright, we're gonna try it. It's probably gonna be negative, but I swear I see a faint line on the other thing. Can be used 5 days sooner than your missed period. 4 days before you expect your period. But I swear to god, I see the faintest line on this. Like, it's there. I don't know if there's supposed to even be a line that far. I feel sick. I feel like it's gonna be no. It says no. I thought for sure. I've been peeing so much today, and I feel like my appetite is different. So I'm gonna take a test. But I've been taking a test like every single day for the past week, and it's been negative. I bought a different one because I've been using using these, and we have like 20 of these because I just keep taking them every day. But I'm gonna try a different one. And something told me to just film it, and if it is negative, it's fine. I'll just keep filming every single day that I take them, but something was like, hey, you should film this, so I just feel, I don't know, I feel different today. The other days I was kind of just like, eh. And if it's negative, it's okay. I just feel like different today. Like today's the first day where like I feel like something could be going on. Versus the other days I was just like, I'll take a test. So I don't know. Like I've had to pee all day. I've been hungry like all day. I don't know. I'm nervous. Obviously. But should I just flip it over? It says no. This sucks. The thing that like sucks is I took a pregnancy test like without thinking about it before. I was just like, I guess I'll just take one to take one, like, you know. And I was pregnant. And it was just like a lot of like, are you serious? Like what? How did this happen? Well, obviously like I know how it happened. It was just so fast. So now to like be taking a test every like day and it be negative just kind of sucks. It sucks. There's no way I'm seeing this. There's no way I'm seeing this. There's no way I'm seeing this. That's a line. That's a fucking line. That's a fucking line. There's no fucking way. That's a fucking line. Babe! What? Come here! Something wrong? Kinda. There's a line.
There's a faint line.
There's a line.
Why are you recording?
Because I've been recording each time I take one. That's a line.
Yeah. That's a line.
I got pee on the counter. The 31st lied to me, but the second worked. Because my stomach hurts this morning, but I don't have a cramp. I don't have a cramp. When I took the last one, I had the cramps.
You're happy.
That's a line, right? Should I take another one? I might have to pee more. I wanna try one of these cheapy ones. Because these cheapy ones, there's no way. There's no way. I want to try and pee in a cup and take another one. Because that's really faint. But there is definitely a line. Okay, I'm going to pee in a cup. I saw a TikTok that said, I don't know if I believe in this superstition or not, but it said I was going to test positive on the 31st, so I took a test on the 31st. It was not positive. But my friend's on her period, and I was on the same cycle as her last month in January, and or in December, and I didn't get my period. So I'm going to take some of these cheapy ones. Y'all, I literally have a bag of 50 of these, so I think I'm gonna dip like 3 of them. I'm gonna try and pee in this cup.
Right here.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pee. I don't know how people can take multiple tests, like, they must not pee all the way, but all I have is like literally a drop. So now if these are saying no, I think I'm gonna blame my pee. Dude, I think these are all saying no. pee. I really hope this is not playing me right now. If this test just played me. Oh boy. There's a faint line. There's a really faint line. You literally can't even see it. On this one, there's a line. Right there. There's a line. It's faint, but it's there. Enough, but
You need armor? I got armor.
there is one there. Holy smokes. Hubby and I went to Walmart and I got a box of these because I had a box of these, but I used them all. So I'm gonna take a digital one because this is what I took for my first pregnancy. And it was the first one that I took and it said I was pregnant. These are the tests a few hours later. And these are, you can see the lines on this one and this one. It's on this one, but it's super, super faint. I'm gonna take this one for confirmation. I just made egg salad, so, because I'm really hungry. So 5 seconds of summer. I'm gonna pee on this. So, all right, it's thinking. Oh, I just dripped it. Ugh. I'm gonna wipe it because I got pee on it. Okay. All right. I'm gonna put this box under with all my other ones. I'll have to show you guys all my pregnancy tests. If you guys come down here. TMI, but literally someone who just bought. I have these from Walmart. I got this one from the Dollar Tree, 2 more from Walmart. This is my pee cup. I have the bag of pregnancy tests. I have these first response pregnancy tests. And I have an HCG one, which this tells you an estimate of how many weeks. So it'll tell you whether you're pregnant or not, and then if it's 1 week, 2 week, or 3 weeks or more. I feel like it's like hit me, but it won't fully hit me until this is done. It's thinking on its last think, because that's what I took the first time. I see the blinkers still. Okay, what does it say? Okay, we have to go show Brandon. After like, that was literally the worst thing I've ever gone through. And now I just had this again. Evie, you're gonna be a big sister. You didn't believe me the other times when I said there was a line. It says it right there, just like the first one.
The OB said we have to calculate it from like your last missed period or whatever when you should have had it. So how are we gonna?
Well, I knew I missed my period because Miranda's on hers and we were on ours at the same time.
Right.
So I think I got a period at the beginning of January. So this is if I'm probably only like 3 weeks is what I'm gonna guess. Because you gotta think I had a period for a week and then I was ovulating. And then if I got pregnant when I was ovulating, because I literally just took a test 2 days ago and it said I was negative. So I'm probably only like 2 or 3 weeks. But that says it. So, it is February 7th. I called my doctor and asked if my blood work came back. really didn't think I was gonna cry, like, because I'm trying not to, like, stress myself out. I got put on hold like 5 times, and finally a lady answered and just said it's an 8. It's literally all she said. And I was like, my HCG? And she said yes, and she asked if it was my first blood work, and I said yeah. And she was like, well, you're coming back in on Thursday, right? And I said yeah, and that was basically the end of the phone call. So I don't really have any hope because I am bleeding. I'm having like a normal period. I'm thankful that it is not as painful and as hard as my first miscarriage, and that I'm essentially fine. I just thought that, like, it was gonna be different because I didn't have any pain when I tested positive, and I was happy, but I was really trying not to, like, amp myself up in case something happened. So I was kind of like in that gray area where, like, I couldn't be too happy, but I also couldn't focus on, like, if there was a negative outcome, because I was trying not to stress myself out. And I feel like I wasn't really even stressed. I felt really good until I went to the doctor, and I just felt like I was rushed through my appointment. And they told me it was negative, and they took my blood work, and, like, that was pretty much it. Like, I felt like it was a way different experience than my first miscarriage, and I just felt like everybody thought I was crazy. I just felt like they didn't really care, and I get that, like, they're doctors and they deal with this, like, this is their life. Like, they deal with miscarriages, they deal with pregnancies, they deal with hormones, like, they deal with that on a regular basis, and that they can't take the time to get emotional with every single patient, because then they would never make it in the medical industry at the end of the day. Like, that's the disgusting reality of, like, our world. So, like, I'm not, like, offended, I'm not, like, mad, I'm just, like, hurt. But I think I'm having a normal period. If I go and get, well, I'm going to, because, like, I had some HCG, so they're going to want to monitor it. So on Thursday I'm going to get more blood work, and by Thursday it will either be a 1 or a 0 if it's, you know, gone. And if for some reason, some miracle, it's higher, then we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But I'm just, at this point, I'm just accepting it's not a viable pregnancy, and if I wasn't regularly testing, I honestly would have never known that I was pregnant. I would just think that my period was like a day or 2 late, and I would be experiencing a normal period. I'm not in any
more pain than I am for a regular period. The only thing is I have a lot of lower back pain, and I typically don't have that, and that's bothering me. I just don't know anymore. Like, I don't want to like give up, and I get that there are people that have like 5, 7, 8, 10 miscarriages before they have a baby, and I get that I'm, you know, on the younger side of things, but I don't want to be much older and having a kid. It's just like a really picky situation, and like some aspects I'm grateful. Like I said, you know, I'm not in nearly as much pain, and I like know what happened. You know, the first miscarriage, like you don't really know why they happened necessarily, but this one was like a chemical pregnancy, so there was probably something wrong with the chromosomes or my hormones, and it just didn't work out. The embryo stopped developing, and I'm passing it. I'm feeling a little bit nauseous today too, which is super weird because like during my first pregnancy, my boobs were super swollen. They were super like, they felt heavy. And I had a headache, and then I had cramping throughout the whole thing because it just wasn't a viable pregnancy, I think, from the start, and it just took a while for my body to accept it and to get rid of it. But it's really weird because my symptoms are completely different now. Like, I wasn't in any pain, and then I started spotting, and for a normal cycle I usually don't spot at the beginning, and I just have some nausea all of a sudden. I don't know if it's because I'm talking about this or what, but like I feel very nauseous, and I have a lot of lower back pain. I just don't see how I would test positive on the 2nd and then on the 6th only have 8 HCG. I don't really necessarily fully understand HCG, but if it's supposed to double every day, let's theoretically say I had 1 HCG on the 2nd when I tested positive. It would have gone up to a 2 on the 3rd, a 4 on the 4th, and then an 8th on Sunday. So on Monday I should have been at 16, not 8, theoretically. I don't know. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this video. I don't know if I'm going to upload all of this. I don't really know what to do. I'm kind of at a loss. I didn't really tell anybody aside from my husband that I was pregnant because we wanted to make sure. We wanted ultrasound pictures. Like, we wanted, you know, maybe to be like 10 to 12 weeks before we were going to tell people, because we wanted to make sure it was good. So it just really sucks. I'm not taking any pregnancy test. My husband said I'm not allowed to take any more pregnancy tests. He doesn't want me to. I don't know anymore, honestly. I don't know. And I was really excited because I think it would have been due in October. And that's when we conceived our first baby. So I was really excited that I was going to be born in October. I'm okay. I'm not dying. You know, I'm healthy. I told myself that, like, if we tried again so soon and it happened again, that it wouldn't, like, hurt as bad. I don't know why I thought that. And, like, it doesn't. Like I said, it's very different than my first one, but it definitely still hurts. So I don't know why I thought that it just magically wouldn't. So, yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this footage. I don't know I don't know. Like, I don't have an answer to anything right now. I guess we'll see how my appointment goes on Thursday. What's gonna end up happening is I'm just gonna go in, they're just gonna take blood again, and then I'm gonna have to call them on Friday to find out what the answer is, like what the results are. Which really freaking sucks, but go from there, I guess. We'll see. Okay, I just finished editing and watching all of that footage, and it did kind of suck. To know that that stuff was taken 2 years ago and see how much I've changed in 2 years, and whether that maturity comes from those struggles or somewhere else, I don't know, but I just look like a little baby going through that, and I just genuinely felt so bad for myself. And if I could give her a hug today, like, I would give her a hug and tell her she'll be okay. I didn't think I was gonna cry. But obviously it was what they call a chemical pregnancy, so women who test every single day or often can catch a chemical pregnancy, but it's not viable, and it would result in a loss or a negative pregnancy test within a matter of days, up to, like, I think just 2 weeks. So some people don't correlate chemical pregnancies to miscarriages, and some people do correlate them as a miscarriage. In my belief and in my heart, I still view it as equal as my first. I tested, the test told me I was pregnant, I believed I was pregnant, and in those few short days I was pregnant, and then I wasn't. So I have referred to both of them as miscarriages, but scientifically and doctor standards, they may say I've only ever had one miscarriage. But I've had this footage for over 2 years, like I said, and I've been going through some of my old footage, and I thought, you know, I should probably share this, because if there's any other girls or women, I mean, going through this, it's unfortunately more common than we think. I didn't have many people in my circle that had experienced anything like this, which made it very, very hard for me. But I found groups of women that had similar experiences, and that healed me in a way. And so I just wanted to share it at the end of the day. But yeah, I wanted to let this go and release this energy and this footage, and, you know, have it represent what could have been, and, you know, leave a little memory out there, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. If you do relate to this, or if you want to talk to anybody, or if you want to share your story or anything, the comments are open. I love you all, and you are amazing and incredible, and I will see you soon. Peace out, Girl Scouts.